What happened? What was that thing? I saw an interview recently. It was
I already know what you're going to say.
Which one?
With Akademiks?
Yeah, Akademiks. What did he do this time? Everybody got some beef with Akademiks.
I don't got beef with dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to call a spade, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing I get personally offended by, bro, you got young kids that come from nothing, that change their family life, that change their own life, that, avoid death in jail through hip-hop. So I don't like people playing with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, I had an issue with Complex that I was very vocal about because I felt they was taking a bougie approach to artists. And my thing is like, number one, only your parents could put their hands on you, right? Because they raised you,
right?
And they put the love in you. That's why only your parents. That's why you only respect an ass whooping from your mama or your daddy.
Right.
They did shit to balance that. Fed you, clothed you, taught you right from wrong. So you gonna take the discipline and the critique. So for me, it's like if you ain't come from hip hop culture, for real. If you don't come from where this thing started, if you don't come from the energy that created this thing, and that people are drawn to this thing because of, be careful how you critique this thing, bro, because your opinion has not been validated.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It hasn't been validated. So when I hear somebody like, dude, saying things like for example, they said recently that 21 Savage said that he stopped buying jewelry and that he gonna spend his money on investing. That's a powerful message.
It is.
For somebody that people follow and that's from a young generation. And Akademiks criticized him. They said, I don't want to hear nothing but killing and I'm about to kill the ops. And I don't want to hear that from 21 Savage. That shit right there get you fucked up.
That's coon talk. That's coon talk.
And we supposed to fuck niggas up for that. Period.
Yeah.
We ain't supposed to be understanding. We supposed to catch you at Complex Con or wherever you at, and we supposed to spank you for that.
Yeah.
And you supposed to learn, I was wrong. We ain't supposed to do nothing you can't fix.
Yeah.
We ain't supposed to take the overboard. We supposed to fuck you up for that.
Yeah.
Because you gonna respect something, bro. You ain't gonna play with niggas like that. That ain't straight.
Do you think the internet has enabled little sucker shit? From
yeah, of course. I think, and that's why I said in the interview, man, I ain't saying I'm gonna do nothing to act. I say you gotta let clowns be clowns and let dudes self-destruct because, I've been paying attention to his message, and I ain't like it, but I respect how you eat, bro. Whatever you do to pay your bills, I can't knock you. But after a while, you getting out of control. You know what I'm saying? And then you got companies that add gas to them sparks.
Yes, indeed.
For their own interests,
Yes,
and then they sell advertising space, and I don't like that shit. I'm clear on what that model is. You playing with niggas. You cooning like you said.
Yeah.
You taking something that's serious and that people doing with integrity, and you spending it for some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that.
People criticize Vibe for doing that back in the day for
pumping up that West Coast, East Coast.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
You saw what happened with that bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
And they was I respect Quincy. I don't think he was the one doing the editorial side of that thing. I know he was a part of the ownership.
Yeah.
But they might have been the first person or the first place you heard East Coast, West Coast beef.
Yeah, they were the one. Nobody. That wasn't no real shit.
Nah,
that wasn't real.
I don't think Pac and Big came up with that.
No,
I think they spun that because they like if it bleeds, it leads.
Absolutely.
And we know how fascinated people are with this type of shit. But then it's like throwing hands and throwing rocks and hiding your hand.
Yeah.
And you ain't on the front line. That's what I was saying about instigating beefs and shit. We would fuck niggas up for that growing up.
Yeah.
You don't even say nothing about this unless you gonna jump in and get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. Niggas, it was so delicate in the back of them buildings. You better not say nothing, bro.
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna fight, you ain't got nothing to say. Don't when a nigga get socked. Don't do none of that, bro.
All that world star bullshit. Niggas didn't do that out here. That's new fuck nigga shit. Filming motherfuckers fighting. That's corny to me.
Yeah,
yelling.
Bro. That shit. Come on, man. But you said it though. The internet has enabled it. But that don't mean we agree with it.
Yeah. I didn't know Nipsey like you, but I know some of the Everyday Struggle viewers, they probably, they've seen it online. Like, hey, he came to Everyday Struggle one time, he walked out. The full story behind that, I don't really think it was ever told. Me and Nipsey, after going back and forth a little bit, sued to Karen Sibley, I know she's hurting right now. Second loss in, less than, it seems like 6 months. We got on the phone, me and Nipsey, and we spoke like men for about, 3 hours. And it was probably one of the most productive conversations I've had because we were trying to get to a place of understanding of each other rather than like just argue online or stuff going elsewhere, right? And pretty much what I realized and I took away from that conversation about him is that Nipsey is and was a man of the community.
Right.
It was community first. You know, like his whole points in the stuff he was saying to me is that, yo, you have a real big platform. You know, I'm a rapper, I have a platform as well. And while other people might use their platforms differently, I know that there are people who come from areas and places like me, they need to see certain things that they could make decisions out better themselves. So, you know, the conversations we had, it was really trying to get to a point of not only bettering ourselves as men, but bettering people around him. And that's how I look at Nipsey. I look at Nipsey as probably the example and one of the guys who are leading the charge and showing rappers that, yo, listen, you don't have to really be scared of your neighborhood. You're supposed to really establish businesses, give back, and this was the appropriate way. You get me? I think it's so sad because what he was doing was furthering the whole culture. He was furthering a mindset. It was furthering people just in terms of black business. And to see this happen, you know, it's like we were taking like a couple steps forward, and now it's like almost, it seems ruined.
It's pretty disgusting. I'll say, like, for me, it was a privilege to have known this man. Like, I got a chance, you know, when I used to manage Davies, like, we went to his neighborhood. I'm talking about like 63rd and Crenshaw, on his block, while he shot a video. Went to his studio later. I'm like, yo, this studio is pretty nice. He like, yo, my homeboy, like, he does all the work. If you ever want to build one, we'll fly him out to New York. You let me know when you're ready. Like, he always was just eager to give you any knowledge you could on how to further yourself or further anything he was doing. And he would just ask. Like, but every time I'm on the show and I wear, like, you know, Slauson hat, stuff like that, is because, like, to keep his brand going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he supported mine.
And he's been like that forever. Like, I went down like a YouTube hole last night watching one of his very, very old interviews because I've only had brief encounters with him, like interviews, and he's very polite. You know what I mean? You always learn a lot from him. And even this video must have been at minimum 10 years old. He looks like a baby in it. And he's already talking about how he doesn't want to waste his money on chains and jewelry and cars and things that depreciate. He wants to buy assets and give back to the community and buy real estate. Like, he's always had that mentality, very forward thinking. So, I don't know. This one just really, really hurts. Just like knocked the air out of me last night.
Yeah, like this the first artist that like something like this happened to that I knew. You know, that's why it's like I couldn't believe it. Like, one of my friends called me. I sat there for like 10 minutes in silence. Like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I couldn't believe it, you know. And condolences to his family. Like, first of all, he's a father first. Like, he's a father. He's a community leader. He was like just an amazing person. Like, to know him was to love him. I never got a chance to tell him I loved him, but I love that man. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, last time I seen him, he's like, make sure you go past the store, you know what I mean, grab some stuff, but we're going to send you something extra. So for me, I'm going to always make sure that I run my own marathon. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he